Now, let's take a few minutes to teach you how to properly stretch your muscles in the leg that are in charge of straightening out your knee joint as you walk, which that muscle is the quadriceps muscle. Now, for those of you that don't know too much about it, let's spend a minute or two just talking about it so you're also familiar with it. First off, when you hear the name quad muscle or quadriceps muscle, know that this muscle refers to all four muscles that are located in the front of your thigh. This is not the name of one particular muscle, but rather a muscle group. Sometimes we use a muscle group to refer to a set of muscles that sometimes gets used in the same way because they all share a similar action. So sometimes it just makes it easy to forget the original name of the muscles. The four muscles of the quad are the Vastus Lateralis, Vastus Intermedius, Vastus Medialis, and the Rectus Femoris muscle. All four of these muscles, like I said earlier, their main action is to straighten out the knee joint. But the rectus femoris also has the extra job of flexing the hip joint. If you want to learn more, we'll put the rectus femoris video up there. The rectus femoris having these two jobs, it helps create smoothness between the hip and the knee when we walk. Embedded in the tendon of the rectus femoris is the bone that we call the kneecap bone, aka the patella. It just rests and it's housed, as they say, in the tendon. The vastus lateralis and the vastus medialis also feed into the tendon of the rectus femoris, connecting into the part of your bone that's known as the tibial tuberosity. This means that as we move and straighten out our knee muscles, our knee can get stuck in a position that can cause us pain. The knee bone, aka the patella, what it does is it sits carefully on the femur bone and it moves along a track called the patellar groove, right? So it has to stay on that groove for things to be okay or groovy. When the muscles of the quad become imbalanced or tight, what happens is it can get the patella to come off that groove due to muscular imbalance, and then in turn that starts causing knee pain in the area. If it's not taken care of, then over time this could lead to new problems and even turning into permanent knee pain, chronic knee pain, and you want to avoid it before it gets into that more permanent stage. I've noticed in my entire time of being a professional massage therapist that in some cases of knee pain, working on the related quad muscles can easily provide full relief in some, but not all cases of knee pain. It's not a miracle, but it's more common sense to me. It's self-care and repair work for the muscles. And that's really what you need to help resolve it in some cases. It's like when your car has a check engine light on. You take care of it right away. But you know if you don't take care of that, maybe you have a little bit of money problems, what's going to happen is you're going to get new problems because you didn't take care of it. And your body works the same way. If you're having some muscular knee pain, then you need to just take care of it before it becomes a permanent issue. So whether it's from running, from squatting, from living your daily life, if you got some tightness in there, take care of those muscles. Learn how to do stretching and rolling and some self-care for that area until you're able to actually go get a massage. And besides, you should be doing it in between massages anyway. To start the quadriceps stretch, you're going to want to start on the ground with a long band or rope that you're going to be able to hold on with both your hands while having it wrapped around your leg. As well as you'll also need a comfortable floor or a mat to lie down on as you do this technique, and as I ask you to do anytime you lie down on your stomach or back. Now, to do this particular stretch, what we have to do is we're going to have to start by lying down on our stomachs with our back sides in the air. So one of the things that we're going to do is we're going to get in that position, but you should, as you're doing that, because it's a lot easier to do it while you're face up rather than face down, is go and tie your ankle up with your rope, right? Then turn yourself around. So you proceed to turn yourself around just like that, past the rope between the hands. That's why it just helps to have it pass to yourself ahead of time. Put down your other leg, pull this one up towards you, and you hold and you breathe, right? And you hold and breathe. You can have your head flat onto the ground. I just want to make sure that I can talk to you. So I have my head up into the air and kind of like a modified sphinx. As you hold and you breathe, you should be able to feel this right on the front of your thigh and you just relax into it. Hold for about 30 to 60 seconds. Practice your deep breathing and let your body stretch. Then when you're done, you can release. You can do it on the other side. So you basically hog tie, well, not really hog tie, but you just wrap around the rope. Then you take it. You can hold on to it, or if you can't, just make sure you maneuver it so you have it in your hands. Then you bring it up towards you and you breathe. Hold and relax. Take deep breaths and breathe. Also, if you see I kind of shifted to get my foot in alignment, make sure the heel comes to the glute on the same side. Otherwise, you're not stretching your quad directly. Then when you're done, you can release your hands, breathe, and then you'll have stretched your quadricep muscle on both sides.